So I think the number one thing to remember, and this is a quote that's changed the way I look at sales, but also business and life, is that sales in particular is personal development in disguise. So what does that mean? The people that I've coached, trained, recruited, and built over the years that have done the best sales-wise are not people that were the best at dialing in on the script. They weren't the best at like maybe hammering the objection guide. They weren't necessarily the best at like doing morning push-ups or reading their special mental book in the morning or whatever. The people that were the best were the people that understood that sales and your sales increasing is a natural byproduct of you increasing as a person and like being like improving as a person, right? So if you look at it from a whole person paradigm, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, like socially, you look at like all the different things that make up a human being. If you can help somebody become the best version of themselves in all of those categories, or at least as many of them as possible, their sales are going to increase as a natural byproduct because now they're a higher version of themselves. Their potential, they're reaching it like more closely, right? If you just train them on the pitch, you just train them on the words to say or the objections, how to handle them, or how to like change their tone, that goes to an extent. They can get to a certain level with that. But if they're still doing the same habits, still sleeping the same way, hanging around the same friends, eating the same food, like not doing anything spiritual, mental, not actually like trying to become a better version of themselves, the sales are going to stagnate at some point. So all the people that I've seen, that I've known, and this is what I've done myself as I've broken multiple national sales records for a few different companies, is focusing on improving yourself in all of those ways, and then sales increase as a natural byproduct. So if somebody just breaks up with his girlfriend, she's like, you're a loser, I don't want anything to do with you. He's like, where do I go from here? Like, how do I upgrade my life? What do I do? Sales is the absolute perfect vehicle for that, because as you increase yourself, your own stature, your own potential, you're naturally going to increase your sales volume. You're naturally going to increase your sales acumen. You're naturally going to become, because you're a more confident person, you're a more competent person. You communicate better. You hold yourself differently. You know where you're going. You're like constantly growing and developing and building yourself. And that journey and that energy is what sales is like made for. So that's the quote I go back to, is sales is personal development in disguise. So if you're looking for something to build yourself as a person, sales is the perfect avenue, because the more you commission-only sales is uncapped money. The more you raise yourself up, the more money you're going to make, and it just is like a never-ending wheel that goes up and up and up, as long as you stay consistent with it.